and welcome to my channel. I am Stephanie. This is the June wrap-up and stats video. Alrighty, as I said, this is the June wrap-up and stats video. Like I do every month, I'm going to go through, give you some numbers, give you some categories. All the information's down in the description box with timestamps, things like that. Also down there is my PayPal and my Ko-fi link. So if you like this video, then make sure, if you got some extra coin, please donate. Donate. Also, at the end, there will be a slideshow of all of the book covers that I read in chronological order and broken down by the weeks in which I reviewed them. So if you want to hear more about a certain cover or about a certain book that's not mentioned in the categories of books, then you can check those links out down there as well. So let's get to the stats for the month of June. For the month of June, I read 36 books. 19 of those were audiobooks, 17 were ebooks, and out of all of those, 11 of them were ARC copies or advanced reader copies. For the ratings, we have 0 DNF'd books, 0 1-star books, 0 2-star books, 3 6-star books, 17 4-star books, and 13 5-star books that I had to choose only 5 from. For my Blackout 2020 section, which is where I read and highlight the Black authors that I read during the month, I read the following books. Dirty Kisses, book number 1 by Kenya Wright. Dirty Love, which is book number 2 by Kenya Wright. Dirty Hearts, which is book number 3 by Kenya Wright. All 3 of those books are part of the Lion and the Mouse series, which is mwah, mwah, yes. The Boyfriend Project by Farrah Rochon. Not That Kind of Guy by Andie J. Christopher. Hearts on Hold by Charish Reid. And Take a Hint, Dani Brown by Talia, Hibbert. For Readathons this month, I was supposed to do Readathons. I wasn't in the right headspace. I was supposed to participate and partake in the Blackout buddy read, but like I said, not the right headspace. Didn't read the books, didn't participate. I also was super excited to participate in the Throwback-a-thon, but not the right headspace and didn't participate. On to bookish news. I want to say either the last week or... was it the last week? I think it was the last week of June into July. Read Me Romance podcast was on a break because it was a season break. They started season 7 in July. Can't wait to get more professionally narrated audiobooks, novellas from the podcast. Bookish Events, there weren't any because of COVID. Now to the fun part, and the part that I absolutely love, that I like to chatter, talk about, is my top 5 reads for the month of June. Starting it off, and these are in no particular order. These are just my 5 books that I absolutely love and think you guys should go check out for the month of June. So, first book is Hearts on Hold by Charish Reid. Oh, I can't stop talking about this book. This book I loved oh so much. You have a main female character who is in academia and she's fighting to get from under the freaking fist of the man. I'm even lost for words at this point. But there's men that are trying to keep her down in the workplace, and the university is in a bad place, so they, as professors, have to come up with 4-week initiatives. Her 4-week initiative involves getting the local library involved, and in which she also meets a guy that has a niece that is staying with him, and she's a black character, he's a white character. They have some interracial issues that they discuss and talk about, and race issues that are talked about within the story. I love this book. It made me laugh, it made me cry, or not cry, but it made me tear up, and I felt all sorts of emotions. It was an amazing ride. I felt like the narrator did an amazing job at narrating this book. It made me feel like I was sitting down with my girlfriend while she told me a story, and I was on pins and needles to complete it and devour it and get into it. And there were some sexy times that was super hot. They were super hot. The sexual tension is from jump with the two characters, and I just loved it oh so much. Oh so much. Next book I'm talking about is The Change Up by Megan Quinn. This is another book in her baseball series that are connected but not connected. You don't have to read them in order. It's a standalone. But this one is about the bad boy of baseball. You've been hearing about him if you have read the other books, which, like I said, you don't have to read them. But he's the bad boy of baseball. He has this persona on the field that he is take no shit, and he's gonna do what he has to do for the team, and he'll get into a fight or two if he needs to. But then his best friend needs somewhere to go to get out of her small town, so she comes and lives with him. Yes, he opens his apartment to her. She is kind of like a nature freak and into like the holistic side of things, and very, she's vegan and she likes animals, and she works at a no-kill shelter, and she fosters animals and things like that, and just, they start to see each other in a different light, and their sexual tension is off the chain, like off the chain. Because they're both kind of hiding that they have an attraction to each other. And then when they finally do, the tension to try and keep their hands off of each other is even more just, and then the funny parts were amazing as well. Then we have Take a Hint, Dani Brown by Talia Hibbert. I was so lucky enough to have an art copy of this, to read it right before it came out, and this book was so just yummy. Just yummy. I mean, how many times can you say sexual tension in a video? I'm gonna say it a lot because this book had sexual tension as well. So you have Dani Brown, who is Chloe Brown's sister. She's bisexual. She's working on her PhD. She's trying to get it, and the security guard has been watching her. She's been watching him. They've been watching each other. A drill goes wrong. She ends up getting stuck in an elevator, and he ends up rescuing her. Then, as he's carrying her out of the building, bridal style, out the building, it's all filmed and it goes viral. They end up doing a fake dating situation, and things go from there. I haven't read a grovel scene like this one, probably never, and I was here for it. I loved every single moment of it. I laughed. I felt the tension. I felt the emotion through this book, and I was here for it. Here for it. Yes. The next book I'm going to talk about is Dirty Hearts #3 by Wright. Can we talk about, this is the third book in the Lion and the Mouse series. I got on the kick for this series because I needed some mafia romance that was good. Like, that drew me in good. That had my attention good. This is book #3, and I didn't know what I was getting into, because book #2 kind of closes out in a way that it's just like, okay, where can they go from here? That's why book #3 is on this list, and I was drawn into this new situation that our two characters had, and I was here for it. I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. That was the emotion and feelings that I had through this entire part of this story. And then I read the next book, and but I read the fourth book in July, so I couldn't put it on this list, or else I would have put both of them on the list because they were both off the chain. So you might hear about this series later on in July as well. I might still be on that kick because I'm loving some Kenya Wright right now. Like, loving her down the whole of all of her books. All of them. And the final book that I'm going to talk about is called Loudmouth by Avery Flynn. I've been taking this journey with the Ice Knights since the first book, and this one didn't fail me at all whatsoever. Now, you don't need to read the other two books to understand this one, to know the world of the Ice Knights or anything like that, because the two characters in this book are pretty much like their own thing. So you have secrets that are revealed on accident. Then you have the male and female characters end up sort of dealing with that secret reveal in different ways, but at the same place. During a snowstorm. Locked in a cabin together. What? Yes! Yes! It was funny. It was sexy. It was absolutely amazing. Then when they get back out of the snowstorm, they're kind of forced together and have to deal with each other and have to deal with, it's not going to be just one night again. It's just not going to be that one time while we were stuck in the cabin together, because I kind of want you and I kind of need you and I kind of want to be with you, but I have to deal with my issues as well. So, yes. So many yeses to this book. And just, go read it. It's funny, it's sexy, yes, all of those things. So, that is my June wrap-up and stats. Like I said, if you already know my outro, if you already know what I'm going to say, you can go ahead and check the description box for that timestamp to go to the cover slide right now. And for the rest of the people that like to stay and see me do my outro, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. There is a feedback form down in the description box. I timestamp all of these categories down in the description box, so if you missed anything and you want to go back to a certain section, check the description box for the timestamps, because I do that down there. My PayPal, my Ko-fi is down there if you have extra little coin, extra dollars that you can, support, because I'm jobless and it takes time and money to run this channel. I am super supportive and super happy that you guys want to support me. Thank you. Other than that, thank you for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video.
Eyes glow like two fires, movement so graceful. Wildcat in the jungle with dangerous claws. Movement she anticipates, a sight is set on her prey. Like stars in the darkest night, crystallized, fascinate. If you wanna stay alive, if you don't wanna be her prey, don't stand in her way. Run away. Crystallize, watching her prey. Crystallize, fascinate.
Don't stand, don't say, don't look back, she anticipates. No chance if you become